Winter is strange. I've always had mixed feelings about its presence. On the surface, it feels colorless, almost weightless, a season stripped down to its bare minimum. It arrives with cold, relentless wind cutting through fabric, forcing us to feel every step we take. Above us, a sky devoid of emotion. In almost every way, winter feels like a force of nature designed to slow us down. And maybe that's the point. Maybe slowing down isn't something to resist, but something necessary. Snow isn't just about the cold, it's a metaphor for stillness, an invitation to unwind, to move slower, even if just a little. We always seem to be in a hurry, rushing to graduate, rushing to find a job, counting down the days until vacation after months of work. It never really ends. Winter forces me to pause. It gives me space to evaluate what I actually need and to carefully consider what comes next. Is that because of winter itself? Not entirely. In the summer, I celebrate the outside, backyard barbecue with friends, long road trips day or night, moments that feel endless. But winter hits differently. The cold removes the pressure to always be somewhere. The weather gives me permission to stay in, to train, to read, to learn, to get comfortable with slowness. So, we are in 2026, and this has been, if not the most eye-opening year for me. One, I finally graduated after a year and a half in my apprenticeship in tinware or tinsmithing. I don't know how you say it in English, but in French it's called la ferblanterie. Essentially, it's everything that has to do with like creating docks and air ventilations. This has been a thing that I've been waiting for a long time to finish, and honestly, it's probably been the best job career that I've ever pursued in a very long time. I know it doesn't seem like it, but honestly, I just enjoy the job on its own. It's a second thing is in February, I met my wonderful girlfriend. Since then, we've been inseparable. We've been doing a lot of things together. She's a very creative person, and overall she has helped me spark different ideas here and there and just overall generate different videos. And the last thing is I've lost a very, very important family member of mine, which is my 15-year-old dog who we've lost back in September. And honestly, obviously losing a dog that is this old is very difficult because you grow very much so attached to them. And since he was like this big, you can only imagine how cute he was for being such a small dog. He was a Yorkshire with Bichon. I don't remember how you say it. But yeah, that one was pretty difficult because it made me realize how much time passes by very, very fast. And how much we need to be more aware of the present times that we have with friends, family, and even our pets. The future doesn't really matter, and the past either. What's important is right here, right now, and the love that we give to our close ones. So yeah, a lot of things happened, and overall, regarding even with like the loss of my animal, I still believe that by the end of the year, I felt like I was missing something in my life. I really wanted to take back control of my life. I wanted to essentially reorganize my way of living and probably destroy very old habits that I've been carrying ever since like I was like maybe in my 20s. What I was missing for so long was a form of drive, or the drive, in other words. This could be anything from like going back into old habits that you used to do and that you really enjoyed, that you forgot with time, This could be anything from, painting, dancing, which in my case, that's something I also want to get back, or playing an instrument. Anything else, honestly, something that you once really enjoyed but you've forgotten with time. In my case, I wanted to film much more. And here's the thing, I've always been passionate about like movies and visual effects. I thought that anyone who was capable of making a strong story with visual effects and just good gripping storyline needed some form of praise. And I knew I wanted to be a filmmaker, but too lazy to even pick up a camera, and that was a problem for way too long. Procrastinating and just overall being lazy was something that I felt like it was lingering on me. And during this winter, I realized a lot of things. Working full-time doesn't give you a lot of time to do anything. However, it still gives you some time. Like, there is always a bit of time here and there to do things that you love. But I would never get around to it. I used to strongly believe that I needed a lot more time to fully immerse myself in my work. But I was dead wrong. There is never a good time. There is convenient time, but that barely happens. Usually it's now or never. And trust me, I realize it now more than ever. I now use any spare minute I have to just script and write and film anything I need. I no longer feel like I'm chasing after time, and I don't feel imprisoned by old habits anymore, because I've started to essentially reorganize the way I live. And I believe a lot of people could do the same for themselves. Essentially, I'm encapsulating this whole winter art thing. This can be your arc as well. This can be the time to reinvent yourself, essentially reorganize the way you go about your own life, change certain things that need to be changed, and overall move forward from that on. With that in mind, feel free to leave a comment down below with some of the things that you guys wish to attain this year, or at least make for yourself. I'm always down to read and see some of the things that you guys leave behind, so let a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.